So I got invited to my friend's wedding as the best man, the only best man. And he gave me the option to wear kind of anything, just gave me the color scheme and I can pick anything I want to wear. And one of the biggest decisions was just what shoes to wear. I knew I was going to get a pair of Doc Martens, but I didn't know which one I wanted to get. And that's when I decided to head over to the Doc Martens store. But unfortunately, the Doc Martens store was closed. Like literally they had a review saying, "Yep, the store is closing down." I'm thinking like, wow, this might be the end of my channel. But fortunately, they finally reopened and it was weird. I don't know what was going on and I needed to get a pair of shoes like fast because the wedding is less than 2 weeks away and I had everything else but the shoes. So I decided to go to the Doc Martens store. When I got there, as I was scrolling through the Doc Martens website, I noticed that the Adrians, they were on sale, the suede ones. I was like, perfect, because my suit was gonna have a bit of suede or velvet, something like that. But it was gonna have some type of texture, and I was like, that would be nice if the shoes were suede too, and it would have been perfect because they were on sale. And I was like, what? I could save money and get a nice pair of Doc Martens because I've never had suede Doc Martens before, and that would have been just a great idea to do a review on a pair of suede Doc Martens. How do they fit? Are they different than the regular Doc Martens and things like that? So I was going into the store trying to get them Doc Martens for $80 because usually they cost about 100 something, 120 to like 160 for the Adrians. So my first option was the Adrians that were on sale, the suede ones. And then my second option, I really wanted to get myself a pair of Becks, like the Becks Adrians, I wanted to get some loafers. That was my big thing. I went to the Doc Martens store, and when I first got there, I was excited. I was looking around. Literally, I looked around the store for a while, trying to look for exactly what I wanted. And unfortunately, I couldn't find it. So I talked to one of the workers. They told me that, unfortunately, those were last year's. The suede Doc Martens that were online, actually, they don't even sell them in stores anymore. And online, obviously, my size is sold out. Those are last year's. They're not making them anymore. So that left me with only one option. I've never had a pair of Doc Martens Becks before. I just wanted to see the difference between the regular sole, the Becks, and then I do have one of the quads, which are the Jadens. I just wanted to see if there was a difference in the feel, in the everything, because I have this theory that a lot of people do say that Doc Martens are not as comfortable because your foot would get fatigued and everything because there's no shank in there. So I was thinking, if the Becks, the heels are a little bit thicker, would that help? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. But I tried them on and I noticed that they fit different. Usually I wear a size 9. And with some Tassel loafers, I know I'm not going to be able to adjust them or anything. So they have to fit pretty much snug. So when I talked to one of the workers to get me a pair of the Becks, they told me to first try on a size 8. I usually wear a size 9 and I was, reluctant. I know Doc Martens, everything is confusing. So I tried on the 8 and boy, oh boy, they felt way different because in my head, I was thinking, normally I do get a size 9 for everything else. The 8, they felt perfect. And then I put on the size 9. I just had a little bit of wiggle room and I knew eventually I was going to have to break into these. So I don't want that wiggle room because yes, they're going to stretch just a little bit, not a lot, but at the same time, I don't want it to be narrow. So it's a lot of things to think about when it comes to buying Doc Martens, which makes it very frustrating. While I was trying those on, I also spotted the cherry red Adrians. Oh my gosh, like they look beautiful. Literally, I felt like they were calling my name because they were like black, but at the same time, it had that little speckle of red. And eventually, I feel like the more you wear it, the more cherry red that's gonna pop out. And I wanted those so bad. And I decided, oh, can I try these on? At first, I tried on a size 8. And they felt like they were squeezing my feet. They weren't wide enough for some reason, which is like the most frustrating thing when it comes to Doc Martens. They were not wide enough, and literally one pair of Doc Martens, the same kind of shoes, a size 8 fit me, but when it came with the cherry ones, I had to go to a size 9, which is just so confusing. And this is why I always tell people, whenever you're getting a pair of Doc Martens, please try it in the stores, because things can vary so much. As you're seeing, literally similar shoes, but different sizes. Even the workers were confused, and they were like, they don't know why it's like that. And it's always good to try it into the stores if possible, because if I would have just ordered these online, I probably would have gotten the wrong size. I would have been upset. And yeah, thankfully I went to the store, or thankfully I have the ability to go to the store. And yeah, I definitely got the cherry reds, and this is them. So I only had about a week before the wedding, and the forecast was rain throughout the whole week. So I decided I was gonna, try them on inside for most of the time. And then the least rainiest day, usually it was in the morning, there wasn't a lot of rain, it was like a little bit of drizzle. I went outside just to try them on outside, just to see how they were. And this is how I felt my week with these went. So the first thing was just the fit. It was pretty snug at first. It was a little bit tight. I didn't feel like no pain in the ankle area or the back of my leg. They were fine. But where I did feel some pain was across like the bridge of my foot, like the top of my foot, where they try to keep everything together. After walking for a little bit, I did feel some pain right there. And then also, these ones are not made for wide foot. Like, if your feet are wide, please stay away from these for the most part. Or I don't know how you can do it, because I don't have wide feet, but I can kind of feel it around my foot. So hopefully in the future, the more I break into them, the better they would become. Literally, they felt good for certain periods, but after longer periods, I just felt like I needed a break with them. I needed to break into them some more. So I will continue to do that, and hopefully at the wedding, my feet doesn't hurt. I just hope everything is good. I can move on. I mean, even if it hurts, I'm still gonna continue. Like, it's a wedding. I don't want to be, oh my gosh, I can't do anything. It's like, all right, cool. I'll cry about it later. I'll cry about it on the flight back, and then the following week I can rest and things like that. But the Adrians, the couple things to look out for. Number one, they're not wide. Number two, the sizing. I'll definitely have to say try them in stores, because my experience, I noticed the Becks were a little bit different size than the original ones, and all this different hoopla that doesn't really make sense. I don't know why Doc Martens do things like this. It makes it very difficult for individuals to know exactly which one to buy, or it deters like newcomers to come in, because the Adrians are very popular, but I wonder how many people actually do get their right size or their preferred size and things like that, because ordering them online can be very difficult. Thankfully for me, I have a Doc Martens store nearby, and hopefully I've been providing some good content about Doc Martens, and it's been helping some people. So hey, let me know what you want to see. Thanks for watching. Also, I did think like these were going to like peel some more, but it seems like there's some type of layer of like wax or something on there, so it's going to be harder to peel, because I do like the whole different coloring. Like, the closer you get, the better it looks, and all of that. I thought it was simply just, effectively change color over time, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how everything looks like. And if you do want to see like a follow-up, let's say 6 months, a year from now, how they look like, is the color changing and things like that, I would definitely post a video. And I do just like how discreet it is. Like, the front and the back, you can see the red, but on the sides you cannot. So hopefully that continues. Maybe, maybe not, but I love them. Thanks for watching.